Hey, Soul Fam, Amelia Adair here. I hope you guys are feeling good and doing good. Ooh. We're gonna get into some topics, Soul Fam. We're gonna get into why relationships are important. Okay, why it's important to learn how to carry a healthy relationship and what it does for us. Okay. Now, if you don't know, Soul Fam, relationships help us grow, right? Relationships help us realize what we don't want and what we do want. And friends, family, lovers, the whole rendezvous. All right, so fam, relationships are important because one, it's how we get our experiences. Whether it's with a lover, it's with a friend, ex-friend, or even relationships at work. It helps us kind of get into situations, see how the situation pans out, and see how you can either respond differently in the future, or as far as friends and relationships, it'll teach you how to pick better. Okay, so what does it mean to pick better? Well, so fam, we can't be ignoring red flags when we meet people. Sometimes we're so excited to meet someone, depending on what place we are in life, that we quickly overlook the one or two things that we just don't like, or we're just not into at the moment. But we kind of start brushing things under the rug early because maybe we want someone to hang out with, right? We want someone to hang out with, so we just like, at least I'm not by myself. And we have to be mindful of this when we start building relationships, because when you start investing that time into someone that is pulling you down, as far as like pulling your energy or always negative, then long term, the relationship is not really gonna grow, because you're gonna always be negative, positive. You're positive, they're negative. They always pulling you down. You're always pushing them up, and when you're pushing them up, you're pushing yourself down. So if you're constantly pushing them up, then guess what's gonna happen to you? They're gonna be pushing you down. And now this is more spiritually, because you're gonna be drained out, soul fam. You're gonna be trying to reach your goals, grow, heal, love, and every time you get a little bit of energy and love for yourself, and you're so quick to kind of give it away to your friend or to your relationship, then it keeps you at a stuck point. Okay? So relationships are important because it helps us know where we at, right? It helps us know how much more to give or when to leave things alone. Okay? And that happens when we have experiences with other people. Now, if we only having experiences with ourselves, that's unrealistic. Okay? I mean, so you could be tripping around your house all day long, but it's really good to go out there and give it a try. If it don't work out, okay, I learned my lesson. All right, I'm not gonna go to that place anymore, or I'm gonna try something a little different. So, in order for you to get some results, you have to put yourself in these relationships, in these situations. Okay? If you don't put yourself in situations, nothing's going to be moving. You're not going to be really learning. You're not going to be growing. It's like you're going to slowly push yourself into a shell. And when you put yourself into a shell and you just isolate yourself long term, isolation is great short term. But if you isolate yourself long term, it's like you're kind of going to be hiding from the world that you're in. And the world is here. We can't hide from the world, soul fam. We can't hide from people. As much as we want to, long term, no. Life is about having these experiences, going out, laughing, having conversation. Oftentimes we try to live a life where we just won't connect with new people at all. We're going to just be in our box forever, and we start picking at people. You get into a place where you start looking at everything that's wrong with people, and you're going to fail to realize that there's something wrong with all of us. Okay? We all got a missing screw. Definitely in 2022, man, we all got a missing screw. So if you sitting around looking for the missing screw, you're going to find it. right? So when you're building in relationships, most times you're building on your courage, right? Because when something goes wrong in a relationship, you have to have the cojones, right? To tell someone, hey, I didn't like how you treated me. Hey, I didn't like how I was feeling around you. Hey, maybe we're not meant to be friends, right? So when you're building in these relationships, the ones that fail and the one that succeeds, it helps you know what you don't want to deal with and what you would rather deal with. When I build relationships, I don't try to find the same person over and over and over again, but I do look for characteristics that I enjoyed with friendships that were successful. Like, there may be friends that I had a great time with, and maybe the distance or life pushed us apart, but nothing bad happened that we're not friends, right? I think we all may have that friend that we just love and we just don't know where they went. They just disappeared, right? They just moved to another city and y'all lost contact, and maybe y'all see each other on social media, but you still remember the good times that you had with those people. And you think about why the times were well. One, this person could take a joke. You know, this person is a little spontaneous, right? This person likes to dance like you like to dance. So you look for things that you can enjoy simultaneously. I don't know if that's the right word, but you kind of look for characteristics that ignite your flame. And then when you guys are together, it's a natural environment. You know, you don't have to be forcing your positivity onto someone for them to be positive. Because long term, it'll get draining, because you'll be having to prepare yourself mentally to have fun with this person that is naturally negative. Someone that's naturally negative has some work to do within, and if you're trying to be friends and not a parent or a coach, then long term, you put yourself in a tough space. Okay? So when you do notice that, okay, every time I come around this friend, I'm trying to lighten up the mood, I'm trying to give them some energy, and it's like, that's not what relationships are for. Relationships are to have that conversation, communication, right? Have perspective, give advice, get advice, and have fun. Have fun. I don't think we know how to have fun anymore. I think we've all grown up. We got these bills. It done took over life, and we don't know how to just have fun. Meaning, be in each other's presence and not put on binoculars and just be searching for things to happen. So fam, if something's meant to go wrong in these relationships, you don't have to search for it. They are going to come up to the surface. They're going to just float to the top. You're going to just be like, right, gotta go. You know? So when you're building these relationships and you're in these relationships that you're in, leave your binoculars at home. Okay? Go out with a positive attitude. Go out and think positive and let things flow. Let things flow. So what does that mean? That doesn't mean just go with the flow. No, that does not mean go with the flow. It means let things flow. Meaning you guys pick a location, you guys pick a time, and you guys go out, and you have to have control of yourself, right? So if you have boundaries, you have standards, right? You have limitations. All that is going with you as you flow, right? So if someone crosses a boundary, you have to just let them know, hey, crossing a boundary, hey, you know, and that way you can see if someone respects your boundaries. If someone can respect your boundaries and respect your standards, it'll show you they have respect. Woo! You want to have friendships that respect what you are, who you are, what you believe, and just want to have a good time, eat some good food, have a good laugh, and then go on your merry way. And if it's someone that you want to be serious with and have a real relationship with, then you're going to start to grow with them. They'll want to spend time with you just like you want to spend time with them. It's not going to be a whole mathematical equation. Sometimes we get into these relationships or we meet these people and we start trying to play mind games, trying to manipulate a person, trying to investigate a person, and it's doing too much. Keep it simple, soul fam. If you want a healthy relationship, healthy friendship, healthy familyship, or family, sometimes you gotta just leave them where they at, because they so comfortable with you that they so comfortable in their ways. We don't choose our family, so it's either you got it together, we gonna be family, or we not. You gotta just keep it black and white, okay? But as far as relationships, friendships, take your time, soul fam. Take your time without being investigator, one-on-one, Harriet the Spy, one-on-one. Invite someone, they invite you, text them back, call them, communicate, good vibes, and authenticity. So what does that mean, soul fam? Don't try to be someone you're not. If you don't like playing football, y'all can't be planning to play football together. You don't even know what a touchdown means. You don't know nothing about sports, right? So if you don't know nothing about sports and this person is all about sports, it's gonna be harder for you guys to connect unless you have something else in common. So you have to look at what you guys have in common and hang out and chill. And if it's a relationship, keep your standards, soul fam. Do not think you have to be dropping it like it's hot to have a relationship with someone. Both ways. If someone wants to just jump into bed, 9 times out of 10, that's not a healthy relationship. That person is just trying to get your body, literally. They just want a warm body to lay with. And if you're a warm body, by all means, lay down, pop it like it's hot, and do what you do. But long term, it'll get draining. It'll get draining because you'll keep trying to convince yourself, yeah, he like me, or yeah, she like me. And you'll be convincing yourself through the whole relationship. I don't know about you, soul fam. If I have to convince myself through the whole relationship that this is a relationship for me, then it's clear that that's not a relationship for you. A relationship for you, soul fam, is going to flow naturally. Y'all might even start finishing each other's sentences. You know, it's just gonna be, you're gonna feel like you don't have to put on a filter, not a filter, but like a facade. If you feel like every time you go around someone, you have to put on a facade, that is not your friend. I remember growing up, right? I had a lot of friends, and I used the word friends lightly back then, but I really did have a lot of friends, right? And I had a group of friends that when I had to go around them, I had to make sure I was in my best gear. And then I had another group of friends. This obviously I've grown from this, soul fam, but for you to understand. And then I had another group of friends. We would just be goofy, you know, like we would just throw on our shoes and just find stuff to do and just have a good time. And the friendship where I just had to be goofy with lasted way longer. It's like part of you want to talk to them. Part of you want to be around them, because who doesn't want to just be their authentic self? We not playing best dress. Well, back then in high school, you know, having the shoes and having the outfit was a big thing that you probably don't even mentally pay attention to it. But if you fast forward to today, soul fam, you want to just be with someone, build friendships, build relationships where it's not all about material things. Okay? It's not all about who could spend the most money, who could buy the most drinks. Can we just go for a hike? Can we go for a hike? Okay? And as far as relationship goes, there does need to be some courting. So you have to play accordingly, okay? There should be some dating. If someone doesn't want to take you out on a date and they just want to kick back and chill, you got to see what you're looking for, okay? So friendships are relationships, and relationships with a partner are relationships, and they're both necessary, okay? You need a balance. You can't spend all your time in your relationship or all your time in your friendships, because you're going to drain them out. You're going to just drain them out. You're not going to miss them. It's giving too much here, giving too much there. You have to have balance, okay? Maybe one weekend you're with your boo, and maybe the next weekend you're with your crew, okay? So find that balance. Find that balance within yourself. Stop investigating, trying to find something wrong with them. If something's wrong with them, it will show up. Oftentimes we get hurt in our past relationships that we start searching in the new relationships. This is a new relationship, babe. This new. Stop searching. Okay? Because oftentimes when we leave a relationship, one, we either stood there too long, so that's why I got crazy. But two, we're there to learn from each other. If something goes wrong, it's not the end of the world. Something went wrong in our relationships, and we just think the world ended, and everyone is this, and everyone is that, and we need to learn how to read them exactly, and everyone gets categorized, and I'm going to put you in a box so I can know how to read you, so that in the future, I know how to respond, and I know how to get into, life is not a script. Stop trying to get into a script to have relationships. Ooh, stop trying to get into a script to have relationships. The more you try to mesmerize rules and listen, babe, the best thing you could do to build a healthy relationship is build yourself. Ooh. Build who you are. Know what you want, know what you don't want. Know what you like, know what you don't like. Know when your time is up. Know your drink limit. And all else will flow. And if you have some things you got to heal from, soul fam, get the healing that you need. Oftentimes we start creating scenarios in our mind because someone may have said the word baloney, and now we're like, oh, they said baloney, so that means that they're this, and now I have to wear my binoculars and ask all these investigative questions and be detective. We are not detectives, okay? We do not need to know every move someone else is going to do. All we have to do is be prepared with ourselves. If someone get crazy, okay, try it. It'll be a riot. No, don't be violent over here. But know what God has done in your life, has done in your heart, and know who you are, soul fam. When you know who you are, you'll cut off relationships that just won't work from you from the beginning. You won't even waste time. Oh, you like to get overly drunk and all right, babe, we had fun. See you later. And that's it. Sometimes we think we meet people and we have a good time that we gotta keep it going. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Sometimes one time is it. I just needed one time. I just needed to get a little shaking and shake up out here. And sometimes relationships are meant to be short term. If they're meant to be long term, they'll be long term without all the grief and reef. And also, so fam, we have to learn how to have a couple straws too. Sometimes somebody will do one thing wrong and we just kind of slice and dice too soon. Give someone a chance to redeem themselves, right? Friendships get stronger after redemption, okay? So what does that mean? It shows, wow, this person can move on from things. This person can let go of grudges. I don't know about you, so fam. I love a friend who won't hold a grudge, who won't overjudge, you know, who won't be sitting there in these scripted roles and acting like we both not human. We both have emotions. We both sweat. You know what I'm saying? We both have we both human, right? So let's not act like people can't make mistakes. Now, strike one, strike two, right? You can make a mistake, but know what a mistake is. Don't be a fool. You know, basically, don't be a fool. Be forgiving, but don't be a fool. Okay? Take your time. That's what I said. Take your time, so fam. Take your time with people. Sometimes we be so open and we just be so too soon. Give people a crack. Let them in just a little. Let me see what you do with this. You can handle this. I can get this. Think about how God has a relationship with you. God put you in this world with you got what you got. You know what I'm saying? But as you grow, you start to realize, okay, God give me a little, they need a little, they need a little. He a little bit at a time. Everything is increments. So just like everything is incremented from the Lord, right? Increment people. That's one thing I've learned, so fam, is be kind, be nice, don't be too nice. It's the thing, you know. Don't be overly sharing, over giving, over trusting. A little bit. Get a little more. Okay, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna give you a shot. But 1, 2, 3, you're out of here. You're out of here. Get them out of here. You gotta go. Okay. And let them know, be firm. Sometimes we don't know how to be firm as we build in these relationships. We still, Kiki, it's okay. No, that's not okay. Don't do that. Stop being late. Or next time I won't come. Definitely as we're trying to grow in these relationships, so fam. When you're being tested and they playing with your time and you keep, Kiki, it's okay. Let them know. Stop being late. Thank you. That's it. Keep it simple. 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 So, fam, if you ever want to talk about some things, maybe you need an unbiased opinion. Maybe you want to let some things out so we can shout. Okay? My details to book me are always below. Let's talk about it. Let's get on the phone. Let's get it growing. Let's get it moving. Let's do what we gotta do to be better versions of ourselves than we were yesterday. And let's heal. Before we even try to let someone else in, let's heal our wounds. Let's not allow someone to keep poking at a cut that we didn't even heal, babe. Because it's gonna keep bleeding. It's gonna keep bushing out. And you're never gonna really get what you need to get and do what you need to do. You're gonna be wasting time. My courses and my details are always below. Or maybe you just want to read your book. So fam, 77 pieces of poetry will really bring you some clarity. And those details are always below as well. You can catch it on Amazon, Amazon.com. Alright, so fam, Amelia Adair here. In order to be a part of the Soul Fam, all you have to do is apply the knowledge. Okay, don't just hear it, put it in one ear out the other. Give it a try. Alright? give it a try and you'll see, you'll start to fly. Ooh, ooh. And subscribe to the channel. I don't know if I said that yet, but you also have to subscribe to the channel so you can see when I post again, or you can press that bell and they'll let you know, hey, Millie got something for you. Ooh, ooh. All right, soul fam, Amelia Adair here. I'm going to see you at the next one. Bye for now.